And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the PiGosaur Monday number 21, your weekly dose of PiGosaur Monday action. I'm of course your VIP. And with me, I'm joined by these amazing players, by the people in chat, by my plushies as well. Welcome one and all to your weekly open tournaments. Exclamation mark be in the chat to have a look at the bracket yourselves. The bracket is live, the bracket is stacked, the bracket is ready, and we are jumping into our first series of the morning. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of ley lines, we have the American Protoss player, the Orange Protoss. It is Bulmyeolja. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the other American Protoss player, the Red Protoss. For Gaming, it is a Creature. Here we go. Whew. And again, good morning. Just wrapped up with the What TV Monday last night, of course. Now we are back with the PiGosaur Monday. The bracket is stacked. A lot of high quality players are available once again. We'll quickly take note that some of the more prominent Europeans did not stay up this time. Again, it is a bit of a rarity for some of the bigger European players, referring to Max Pax and Clem, to show up and actually compete in these events nowadays, as they are much later compared to the ESL Open Cup Americas, so they are a little bit more disincentivized as a result. We do have more of a Korean representation instead, and we'll get there. We'll get to the bracket, we'll get to the matchups momentarily. Until then, looks like we have a bit of a break. Hopefully everything's okay. We do have a bit of a pause, just making sure that, you know, the cat is taken off the desk, we can settle into our matches, and hopefully everything's okay. Everything is okay. When it comes to our matchup here, Creature versus Bulmyeolja, it's going to be an interesting pairing here. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets. Coming into this, I do favor Creature, I'll be honest, but I want to believe that Bulmyeolja can take it to Creature and can threaten him. I want to believe that we can potentially even force an ace match. We'll see. We shall see. For the time being, we are going out with our probe scouts. So far, so good. Back at home, Pylon in the main base for Creature. Likewise, Pylon in the main for Bulmyeolja as well. So no cheeky proxies, no fake proxies, and no shenanigans. Everything's looking as it should. And both players are about to confirm. They are about to confirm. Like goes from here. Share my papi, share. See you in the chat. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? See Death Dealer as well. Storm, Psychons, bienvenidos. Bienvenidos, papi, bienvenidos. As we are settling into our games. And settling into our matches. Now, Creature, he's really one to be too aggressive and too cheesy in this matchup, so I don't really expect anything too wild out of Creature. Bulmyeolja, I'm still a little bit less familiar with. We've casted him a couple of times, don't get me wrong. We have seen some shenanigans out of him, but not too many. So, for the time being, going for a 2-gate opener into a Nexus. That is a Nexus before Tech. Likewise, Creature doing the same. So, nothing wild, nothing crazy, nothing yet. We are getting to our openers. Likewise, Bulmyeolja does hide one of his probes, so he can try to hide some tech later on down the line. It is going to be a Twilight counter opener out of both players, which means we could try to hide something crazy like a Dark Shrine. That is going to be a possibility here for Bulmyeolja. Outside of that, hallucinations, they pass by each other. And for now, we are scatting each other as well. Go to tip in, do scouts. Behind this, again, we do confirm that Blink is on the way for both players. No Pylon here from Bulmyeolja, so no hidden tech, no hidden Dark Shrine. So far, so good. So far, everything looking as it should. We're settling in, Pappy. We're settling in. From here, it is going to be the Forge follow-up into +1. Likewise, Creature should be doing the same. We can see both players are scouting. I mentioned before that with this opener, there's a possibility here for Proxy Dark Shrine, and you can see that Creature, he is checking for that, so he does scour the southern portion of the map, making sure that there is no proxy. Speaking of, Bulmyeolja does activate this probe, does throw down a Pylon. At this one, it would be too late to throw down... Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say at this one, it would be too late to throw down a Dark Shrine, but never mind, it's on the way. So we are indeed going Proxy Dark Shrine. Good thing we brought it up earlier, and again, we did see the creature is searching for it. He is just ensuring that there's nothing crazy going on, at least towards the south side, but there is something crazy going on towards the top side. Now, this is going to be delayed. This is going to be a little bit later, which means it's a higher chance that we're going to get into detection. You can see here that the Forge is on the way. Likewise, so is the Robo, so there is going to be an Observer. Again, ideally, you do want to have the Dark Shrine finishing up or throwing down as soon as the Twilight Council is done, so you can get your DTs as quickly as possible, and then you can end the game by, getting across the map before there's detection. But at this point, it's late enough that there is an Observer. So this later here for Bulmyeolja, that is going to benefit creature. It's going to benefit him. Likewise, both players are taking their third bases. DTs, they can always come into play later. We could see some later or even more delayed DT harass. Dark Shrine is now done, and creature moves out. Creature does push through the center. Let's go to Stalkers, go to Sentries, ready for hallucinations. Bulmyeolja trying to keep up. Likewise, the Upside do threaten the Shade. Up! Shade behind the mineral line, denied some mining time. Not bad. They get some damage. Meanwhile, at the same time, Bulmyeolja, he's distracted. And in that distraction, Pylon's going to go down. Shield battery is denied. So far, good pickles here by creature. Force fields locked down one Stalker. Blink is done, though. And Blink is done. Creature gets away. Going for the sentries. Does get both of them. So far, creature, he trades decently well, but he does have to get the hell out of here. Does pull away. Creature losing 2 Stalkers, losing 1 extra sentry. And where are those ETs? That's what I want to know. There we go. Dark Templar, they're now morphing in. Making their way towards the mineral lines. Where is the detection? Observer is with the main army. Outside of the third. DTs that don't quite commit. Just now slipping into the mineral line. And Bulmyeolja, can he pull this off? Yeah, DTs that do strike. Worker's going to be going down. Observer should respond. And so far, 7 probe kills. Not bad. Bulmyeolja, he evens up the probe count. Decent damage. Safety cannons on the way here for creature. He's getting safety cannons. Likewise, both players taking the same direction, plus sewers on the way. We should be working towards charge. Charge already done, sorry. From here, we should be working towards Archon production. We're not there yet. As creature, he will soon find the proxy once the island finishes. Creature going for his own Dark Shrine as well. This is where I'm a little bit concerned for Bulmyeolja. He's just now going for his own Robo. Let's find the pylon. And for now, we're just going to be settling down. We're going to be calming things down, building up on 4 bases. Bulmyeolja is now teching up. Meanwhile, we do see delayed tech here from creature, at least when it comes to his Archon production. Outside of that, still relatively close between the 2 players. Alright, they're beginning the bases. Stalker just survived. Main army pushes in. Creature is distracted. Okay. So I'll say get into the main. At the same time, the 4th base is under fire. And can Bulmyeolja focus this down in time? It's going to be close. Nah, he can. Yeah, he will get the expansion. We'll take that Nexus. He has to get the hell out of here. So I'll say bust into the main. He does recall. Does recall back home. Does get the hell out of there. Creature now warping in DTs. Quickly checking Bulmyeolja. He got a really late Robo and no Observer. He has 0 Observers here. So these DTs could deal crippling damage. We're late into the game and Observers should be up and out. There we go. First Observers on the way. Creature pushes on the right hand side. DT waters into the mineral line. Bulmyeolja does take note. Observer pops just in time for the Arc Templar. But we saw this before. Creature, he was out of position earlier. Bulmyeolja, likewise out of position. And Creature, he can take this fight. Yeah, he can and he will. This is one Immortal, collapses on the main army, going for the Stalkers. And Creature, he can just commit. He can just commit here and now, and Bulmyeolja is being overwhelmed. The Archon's too little too late. He needed them earlier. Delayed Archon production, out of position. And Bulmyeolja just being overwhelmed. Just being overwhelmed here and now. The third base is going to fall. And Zelse busting into the natural. Busting on in. But now just focusing on the third base. More Warbrains coming in. Bulmyeolja, he was able to hold his own for a lot of this game, but here towards the end, just can't quite keep up. Did too much supply earlier with those Zealot run-bys. Wasn't able to rebuild. Rebuild even. Replenish. And from here, Creature could just commit into the natural. Oh. Pulls away the Immortal. And there's just the one Archon. There's just the one Archon here holding on. GG gets called, and Creature, he will take game number 1. GG. Whew. Creature will take a lead in the series, but we'll see if Bulmyeolja can bounce back. We shall see. Coming into this again, Creature is the favorite player, but you know, Bulmyeolja, he's a good player in his own right, and I want to believe he can try to threaten Creature. Pressure is on. Pressure is on, and we will soon be jumping into that next game. Meanwhile, the rest of the bracket's still underway. We'll get there eventually. Just setting up our YouTube title as well. Beautiful. Creator. Beautiful. Okay. So I just said the title. But here we go. We're getting to game 2 and spawning in the top right hand corner of StarChild. Oh, let's go! Of StarChild. We have our American Protoss player, the orange Protoss. It is Bulmyeolja. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have the American Protoss player, the red Protoss, representing Root Gaming. It is a Creature. Leading the series 1-0. And welcome 1-0 to StarChild. As much as I appreciate StarChild, I'm looking forward to embracing the new TLMC maps. It is going to be an exciting time for certain, as we do jump into one of the older TLMC maps. This is from TLMC 17. I believe we have TLMC 20 currently underway. And StarChild is one of the larger macro maps in the map pool. Again, from a TLMC gone by. Those that are curious, I believe the TLMC tournaments are going to be going on over the next couple of weeks. I want to say like 2 weeks or so, and then voting is going to be open. I do look forward to that. Look forward to the voting, and once the voting period does end, we will have our finalists, we'll have our winners, and then we will most likely be updating our tournament map pools. We'll be updating. I know that I think Wardy's hosting the TLMC event, of course, but we also have Pig. Pig is going to be hosting his event over the weekend. We could host our own event as well. We'd have to kind of like check to see if like there's an open slot at some point during the week. Like there's just so much StarCraft going on that there's not really much free time slots, I should say. So we might be able to, maybe. We'll see. Kind of depends. Kind of depends on what the prize distribution is looking like and whether we can afford it. But if we can, it would be fun. It would be fun if we could host our own. So now we do have a Stargate open out of Creature. Ooh, okay. Mixing it up. So 2-gate opener into a Stargate out of our red Protoss, meanwhile 2-gate opener into what looks to be a faster Nexus from Bulmyeolja. So Bulmyeolja is going for something more economic. Meanwhile, we do see Creature going for something more aggressive.
Your pylon is under attack.
I was a little bit. Oh, that was day 9. I was like, who the hell was that? I think this is the first person that we've ever casted that uses day 9 as an announcer. There you go. There you go. We have our first. Bulmyeolja does move out. Nice stutter stepping. Catches out one of those adepts, not quite the other. Likewise, Oracle Opener out of Creature, moving out across the map. The goal here is to get economic damage, even though Creature, actually Bulmyeolja, I assumed he had gone for an expansion, but he did delay quite heavily actually. Did warp in extra Stalkers early on. Now it's pushing in towards that natural. We'll see if he can break this, bearing in mind the Oracle's not going to be at home to defend. And there's no extra Stalkers behind this. Yeah, no extra Stalkers. Pushing on forward, he can focus on the Stalkers, he gets one, there's only one left. One Stalker remaining. Can he depower the gateways? No shot. Oracle's going for the dive. Pylon goes down. Is there a shield battery? There is. There's a shield battery back at home, which means we have to go for the stasis. Bulmyeolja, does he react? Does he react? No! He does not. The entire middle line gets caught out. Boys are being pulled. But the gateways are depowered, and this is all we have. One Stalker, one Oracle to defend. Bappy, send it. Keep going. You can go into the main. You can go in. No. Bulmyeolja could go into the main base and could wreak havoc, but last for now is going to be settling for the natural instead. You can try to force a cancel here. Going to try to reinforce. At the same time, double Oracle moving out. 2 Oracles, they can one-shot probes. And there's a cancel. Does cancel. Could keep going. There's no sentry, but he doesn't know that. If there was a sentry up here, then it would be dangerous to go up the ramp, but there is no sentry. Meanwhile, Creature diving into the main. And probes are going down. 2, 3, 4, 5 worker kills. Gets up to 6. 7, 8. Not quite 10 at least, but 9 workers do go down. Nice damage with that Creature. Does take a worker lead. But Bulmyeolja can make 2 probes at a time. And he's up at base. So far, Bulmyeolja, he does have an advantage. Does have a lead. But is that enough to overcome Creature? Is that going to be enough? So now Bulmyeolja from here getting into Blink. Blink is about to finish. It's one of those things where with the completion of Blink, I would love to see Bulmyeolja push and move out across the map and try to punish and try to break Creature. But the problem is that because of these 2 Oracles, he's stuck at home. Because the Oracles here, they can threaten the mineral lines and they're still active on the map, of course. So Bulmyeolja, he has to stay at home instead. Is being pinned back. Oh, can he get one? He can. Whew, 1 Oracle goes down, there's 1 Oracle left. Likewise, good reaction, good response, takes out both Oracles, and now it's go time. Now it's go time, 0 Oracles remaining. Guardian Shield is activated. Now it's time to, you know what it is, F2A move, baby, send it. Send everything, Stalkers are on the way. Void Ray goes down. He's pushing. He is pushing forward, nice step control, so far gets 1 and gets up to 2. Takes down 2 Stalkers, he can just keep going. Oh no, with the stasis goes up. Creature, he can pull off a defense. Yeah, it's going to be close. It's going to be close here, but he does take down another 2 Stalkers. Almost. Here, Bulmyeolja backs off. More reinforcements on the way. So wait for that stasis to run out. Still nice trades here from Bulmyeolja. Nice trades overall. Shield battery almost out of energy. There is that energy overcharge. There it is. Despite that, just an overwhelming Stalker army here in Bulmyeolja. He should have enough. And GG gets called. Bulmyeolja takes game number 2. We are going to the ace match. GG. Let's go. Let's go. GG, well played. Bulmyeolja does tie things up, but we are going to game 3, and this could go either way, to be honest. Could go either way. Again, winding it back a little bit here, what happened, Bulmyeolja, he delayed his expansion. He delayed his Nexus in favor of an extra warping of Stalkers. Meanwhile, we had a Creature going for the Stargate follow-up into a delayed expansion, into delayed warpins, of course, because that Stargate, because of the Oracle, and we saw that Bulmyeolja was able to catch Creature with his pants down, able to catch out Pylon, able to catch out the production, the Stalker, and overwhelm early on. So very, very intense start of the game there. Bulmyeolja does tie things up, and now we're loading into the final game. We're loading into Amygdala. Let's go. Let us go. Just catch him in the chat. I think this is the most signups the tournament's ever had. Maybe. What are we at? Boy, previous record was 38. Nice, nice. Let's go. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Amygdala, we have our orange Protoss player. We have our orange Protoss tying up the series 1-1 and forcing that ace match. It is Bulmyeolja. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player representing Root Gaming, also from the land of the Americas. It is a Creature. Let's go. Let's go. Live VIP fighting. Ah, thank you, Nathan. Thank you. Do appreciate it. I'm still waking up a little bit here, but it's going to be an amazing morning, I'm sure. A lot of really good players, a lot of high quality gameplay. Again, later on tonight, we're going to be live with the OSC King of the Hill. It's going to be later on in the evening. And then after today, you know what's going to happen? It's going to be crazy. After today, we're going to have one cast a day. At least for the next 3 days. It's going to be beautiful. Let's go. We can actually get some sleep. We can actually stream. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. That'll be the plan for tomorrow. As of now, 2-gate opener out of Bulmyeolja, likewise 2-gate opener out of Creature. So far, mirrored builds. We have the pylons in the main bases, no proxies whatsoever. Who kidnapped Light? Who are you? True. Hey, I said to be fair, I think I said like February was gonna be light. True, and it wasn't. But March is gonna be a little bit lighter. We can finally take some half days off. Only 8 hours of casting per day. True. No. But yeah, I look forward to laddering. I look forward to it. And playing some other games as well. I'll do my best. I don't believe it. Oh no. I'm sure we have. I'm sure we do. I mean, I could find something to cast. Mate, did you see that? For Jimmy content drop? I could just go in and I could just have. We could just label it for Jimmy cast or Jimmy cast. No, we could call it for Jimmy. For Jimmy #1, and we just cast a bunch of Jimmy's games from other tournaments. True. We can call it for Jimmy. Let me just do that. True. Good. Or Jimmy. Oh, we can do like four events of Jimmy. We could. This is where we subscribe to Wardy. We get his replay content drop, and then we can cast like his events. True. Like, if we really wanted to, we could, we could keep it going and just cast twice a day every day, but some time off would be nice. Would be nice. Then there needs to be an against streamy cast. Oh no. Oh no. True, we'd have to balance. We'd have to balance it out. Against streamy. No. Need the balance. You get dozens of hours of sleep every week. But more? True. Literally a dozen. From here, though, relatively standard. So far, we haven't really seen any big deviation. We can see Creature, I mean, the biggest deviation right now, fast third. Creature is rushing to a very fast third base off of 2 gateways. So this is considered to be very greedy here from Creature. Bulmyeolja, he is going for a 4-gate blink setup. Very aggressive, I would say, from Bulmyeolja. So 4-gate blink out of one player, 2-gate blink from the other. So Bulmyeolja can commit even into a 2-base all-in. We can throw down like a 5th gateway. Speaking of throwing down a 5th gateway, I was half joking. I was gonna say we just throw down 2 more gates and just go to a 6-gate 2-base all-in. It is a 6-gate 2-base all-in. Oh no, we're synced up, baby. We're on the rift. Let's go. And Creature's in trouble. As we just mentioned, Creature, he has been cutting corners. He only has 2 gates. He's going into a faster third base. He's skipping warp-ins, or he doesn't have as many warp-ins. Likewise, he barely does miss the proxy, and Bulmyeolja, he has potential. He can catch Creature with his pants down. The pants are down. They're very much so down right now. Gateways are finishing. Warp-ins are soon to arrive. Back at home, I didn't see a shield battery. No shield battery at the natural. There's a shield battery at the third base, but again, Bulmyeolja could just avoid that to go straight for the natural, go straight to the main. Gateways is just now finishing up. Creature, he has some warp-ins, but alas, Bulmyeolja has almost double the supply. Send it, papi. Go for it. Dive in. Nice force fields. So far, going to be slowing down, trying to break the concave. And nice setup here from Bulmyeolja. Does kite back. Heads toward the third base. Will shut down the shield battery. Not quite, goes to the main army. Wings forward, dives in. Bold dive here from Bulmyeolja. But he is gaining grounds. And again, remember, no shield batteries behind this. We have slow lots warping in to defend. Likewise, slow lots to attack. Let's go. The slow lots have arrived. Bulmyeolja, he will break through, though. We have the Immortal in production, but it's too little too late. And Bulmyeolja, he's doing it. He's pulling it off. The boys are being pulled, but the pants have been down. And they're not coming back up. He dives on the main army, focuses on the pylon, depowers the robo. There is no Immortal. And with these warp-ins, Bulmyeolja, he should have enough here. I say that, oh, he's running out of Stalkers. Again, the boys, they're actually putting in a lot of work. They're putting in a lot of work here. Bulmyeolja, he has no charge. Takes down the pylon for a second time. Bulmyeolja, he does need extra warp-ins, though. He's so close to breaking Creature. He's so close. Oof. Yeah, maybe one blink too aggressively there from Bulmyeolja. Has to pull back with the charges. Yeah, he's holding. Creature, he's holding on. He will hold. He will defend. He will survive this. And I'm a little bit concerned here for Bulmyeolja moving forward because he's not ready for a longer game state. He's not ready now. The Stalkers, they all go down. Trying to reinforce. Alas, won't be able to. Again, that aggressive blink towards the end did hurt him more than anything. Kozels were able to just get on top of Bulmyeolja. And GG gets called. Creature, he holds, he survives, he defends. And Creature will take the series at 2-1. GG. GG, well played. Very, very close there. Again, Bulmyeolja maybe a little bit too aggressive towards the end. What I mean by the aggressive blinks, the first one to kill the pylon I think was okay, but afterwards, because of the aggressive blink, it meant that the probes and the Zelta were reinforcing actually traded better than they otherwise should have. They traded very, very well. They were tanking a lot of shots. They were getting extra damage done as well. And alas, Bulmyeolja did everything. He got too excited. He got too excited there. It was a little bit premature, and in the end, we saw that Creature was able to take it. Yo, you can see the supply difference as well here. And again, a lot of this comes down to being too aggressive. Bulmyeolja, he's orange, Creature is red. He did have a massive supply lead, but did take some rough fights there. Instead of having any kind of finesse when it comes to holding onto those blinks and slowly or individually blinking back and individually microing his army and being as efficient as possible, he just aped in. he just aped in, papi. In the end, was not enough. GG, well played. Creature does claim the series, congratulations, but a shout out to Bulmyeolja because honestly, he was so close to defeating Creature. That would have been a big upset and a big win for Bulmyeolja. Very nicely done. Very nicely done here. GG, well played. And with that, Creature does advance on into the next round. The question becomes, who's up next?